Hello, child. Welcome back. If you clicked on this video, you're probably sitting there worried and anxious about the world. Maybe you're troubled because no matter what you do or what you say, you might feel like people don't understand you or people don't accept you for who you are. My grandfather used to tell me, cada cabeza es su mundo, which translates to every head, it's its own world. He explained to me that even though we all live in the same planet, every single one of us has an entirely different world inside of our heads. We each see the world differently because we all have different experiences. As you can imagine, someone from China has a very different upbringing than someone from Africa, and someone from Argentina, someone from Hawaii, someone from Alaska, someone from Florida, from Mexico. Every single one of these kids has a different life and a different upbringing, and therefore their experiences are different, and the map that they create of the world inside of themselves is very different. Some things are the same, but many things are different. And there's a reason why I'm taking the time to explain this to you, because this is going to be very important. As you navigate through this world, you will find people that will not like what you're doing. They won't like the way that you dress. They won't like the music that you're into, or the movies you like, or your way of speaking, or they won't like the job that you have, or the school that you're going to. They won't like many things about you. And there could be multiple reasons for this. And the main reasons that they don't like this about you is either fear. They fear what you're capable of, or they hate themselves for not being able to achieve the things that you have achieved or that you will achieve, or they were taught to hate those things by their parents or someone they look up to. And it's as simple as that. Now, I'm not making excuses for them, because there's no excuse to ever put someone down, but there are reasons. And the sooner that you understand that there are reasons for doing things, the easier your life will be, I think. And here's why. Because as you grow older, you start developing what we call an identity, this thing that you believe yourself to be. You fill it with things that you like, your favorite color, your favorite music, your favorite food, your favorite this and that and the other. But you also fill it with things that you don't like, music you don't like, movies you don't like, foods you don't like, etc. The best way to think about it is to think about it like a basket. You have a basket that's empty, and you start filling it with things that you like, things that you don't like, and this thing becomes an identity. And as you grow through life, you'll start putting more things in your basket, things that you like, things you don't like, ideas, beliefs, things like that. And hopefully, as you get older, you'll start emptying things from that basket as well, things that you don't like anymore, like macaroni and cheese with ketchup, or the Wiggles, or Dora the Explorer, or whatever it is. And you start filling it again with more age-appropriate things. And this goes on until your final moments. The thing is that things start to get tricky when I see the things in my basket as me. This is me. And the danger with that is that now anyone can attack this identity and hurt me, because if they offend my favorite football team, they're offending me. If they offend my ideas, they're offending me. If they offend my religion, they're offending me. If they offend my country, they're offending me. And you see, everything in this basket puts me in a vulnerable position to be attacked from every single angle. And that's where your anxiety is coming from. Somehow you've identified with the things that you like, so much so that when someone offends it or rejects it, you feel rejected. Please don't do that. You don't have to identify with the things that you like or that you don't like, with your ideas, with your religion, with your beliefs. You don't have to identify with any of that. You will find people that once they know what you're after, once they know your goals and your intentions in life, they will come after you and attack you from every single angle. But the good news is that there's a part of you that they can't touch. There's a part of you, there's a thing inside of you that is untouchable, that they cannot destroy, that they cannot kill, they cannot offend, they cannot hurt or harm or wound or any of that. There's a part of you, the one that's filling this basket, not the contents of this basket, but you, the one that is filling that thing up. At any moment, you can hide these things and say, you will not hurt me. At any moment, you can put this basket behind you and stand firm and say, I see what you're doing. You're trying to offend me by attacking my beliefs, but that doesn't hurt me. That hurts you. This allows you to see things standing firmly in your true self, standing firmly in the place that cannot be harmed by any other person in this world. It sounds too easy, right? And it is. This is true for every single one of us, every single human being. When my grandfather said every head is its own world, what he meant was that we come into this world a clean slate. Do you know what a slate is? A slate is like a tablet. Or think about it like a piece of paper. And that piece of paper is blank. There's nothing on it. That's how we're born. We're born blank. And then soon someone teaches us our name. Someone gave me my name, Leonardo. But my name could have easily been Raphael or Michelangelo or Donatello. If you know, you know. It could have been any of those names. And then I would have probably have been a different person, right? But that's the name that was given to me. But that's not what I am. That's not who I am. That's the name that I identify with. The same goes with everything else that I say that I am. If I'm Mexican, if I'm Christian, if I am an atheist, if I'm a scientist, if I'm a doctor, a police officer, a governor of a state, no matter what title I add to that, none of that is who I am. Every head is its own world. And every single human being that walks this earth and has ever walked this earth or will continue to walk this earth falls into this. They create for themselves this identity, an identity that they can either build up or break down, or that somebody else can build up or break down. Take, for example, a man named Jose, who was loved by his parents, who grew up in a home that gave him love and cared for him and fed him, gave him a peaceful home, gave him an education. And at age 35, he discovers that he was adopted and that his name is not Jose, but his name is Federico. In that moment, he realizes that his entire past was a lie. His whole identity is completely shattered. And even his future self is shattered because he had a goal. He wanted to become something. And now, because he has no past, because he's not sure what his past is, suddenly his future is completely destroyed. And now he has to adapt to the name that was given to him. But if in that moment he says, you know what, it doesn't matter who I was or who I am in this life, I'm going to change my name, and tomorrow I'm going to change it to Michael and I'm going to start new. You can do that, which means that this identity, this thing that we cling on to, is fickle in that way, which means that it changes. It can be changed. And if it can be changed, it means it's not a real thing, which means that we shouldn't attach our emotions completely to it and be hurt when someone hurts this thing that can change. The point is that I want you to be yourself. Be authentically and unapologetically yourself. Now, be careful. I'm not telling you to be a jerk and to go out there, be rude to people, okay? I'm telling you to fill your basket up with the things that you do want to be and then go and be that. Don't look for anyone else's approval of who you are. Just be who you are. As long as you're not harming yourself or harming anybody else, be yourself unapologetically. The reason why you're hurting is because you don't trust who you are. You don't trust yourself. And I want you to get up and go practice being yourself. I want you to get up and ignore everybody else's opinions, because every head is its own world and they see the world their way. You see the world your way. Don't hesitate to do something simply because somebody else said you can't do it. What they're saying is that they can't do it. You can do whatever you want. You can do anything that you put your mind to, so long as it's humanly possible. You can do anything that is humanly possible. So get up and trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Decide who you want to be and be that. I love you, kid. Journey well.